Hello and welcome to my channel where it's all about play and learning new things, whether that be slow stitch or dioramas or embroidery or art or dolls' houses, because I just like to play. And we often get a cat popping in. Welcome!
Hello, how are you? I am looking for some teeny tiny figures to transform. For the castle on the cliff diorama, I want some fairies and some gnomes. And do you know what? Try as I might, I have scoured the internet and I have not found any suitable. So that can only mean one thing. I'm gonna have to make my own. This is not gonna end well. Okay, so I've never made a figure so small. So I've kind of cheated and I'm making it up as I go along. Pretty much like I always do. And I've got these tiny little 2-inch figures. And they're all just ordinary figures that you would use in like a model railway. I'm going to pick out the ones that I think I could use and put the rest to one side because I'm going to be able to use them in something else. And then I am going to give them all a coat of primer ready for painting up. So what do we need to do? Well, if they're going to be fairies and gnomes, they're going to need wings and hats. Yes, this is true. Well, we'll get these primed first, I think. And we'll put them in the little clips and put them in this rack, and then we will get them primed and they can sit there and dry for a couple of days. And there they all are primed, so put them to one side. And I'm going to use this one here as a measuring guide, and I've got some acetate, and that's what I'm going to use to make the fairy wings out of, because I don't want them to be too in your face. I don't think. I want them quite subtle. Yeah, I don't very often do subtle, do I? But there we go. So what we need to do now is decide on a size and shape. So I'm going to sketch a few ideas onto this acetate and see which one I like best. So we could go round like that. I'm trying to be careful because I want to make sure they look like fairies and not angels. So yeah, I'm just playing with ideas right now. This is what I do when you don't see me, when I'm on off camera. This is what I do. I play and I fiddle. This is me in my happy place, trying to work out solutions to problems. So I quite like that shape. Would that fit? Possibly. Possibly. Let's take that first one away. Let's get a bit of paper so you can see what I'm doing better. That's better, you can see now. So let's have a fiddle on here. Go around like that. And round and then out. It's sort of like a bean shape. A bit like a kidney bean shape, but actually I quite like that. Let's have a look. Maybe down like that. I see, quite like that too. Right, so I've settled on a design, and that's the design I've settled on, so that's the one I'm going to use. So I'm going to draw around it many times on some acetate, and then very carefully cut them out. And this is what I've ended up with. I think they look quite cute, quite good. Definitely look more like fairy wings than angel wings. And they seem to be a good size. So what I'm going to do now is get some of the watercolour metallic paints. And these are CSY handmade paints. I love these paints. And I wanted to use these because they are very translucent. So it's not going to add a heavy colour to the fairy wings. Do you see? It's quite subtle, delicate colour, which is what I wanted. So I'm just going to sit and paint all of these wings. I knew today was going to be a long day. So we're going to have different colours. I'll see you in a minute. We're going to pop these onto some kitchen paper so that we can see them a little bit better. So let's do that. Even with the tweezers, I'm struggling. There we go. I'll be back in a minute. Right, so there we are. That's what we've got. And I must say, I'm quite happy with them. What do you think? I quite like them. But I think maybe what I need to do is add a little bit of silvery shimmer to them. So this is platinum and it's Seven Artists metallic paint. It's very pigmented. You need a very small amount and a very thin brush. Do you remember I used the gold one on my chateau? Yeah, this is a silver, platinum silver version. I've also got a rose gold version, which I haven't used yet. I may have to pop that open at some point. So I'm going to just add like little veins, I suppose, little lines to give them just a little bit more of a realistic effect, I suppose. Because you do know that fairies are real, right? Of course fairies are real. So there we go. We're just going to add few little lines here and there, nothing too heavy. How tiny are these wings? Tiny, tiny, tiny. Look at that. It looks like glass, doesn't it? Here they are, all painted up. I'm going to leave them to dry for a little bit. Now I've got this primed figure, and now this one here, he needs to be a gnome. So I think we need to make him a hat. Now I have tried to figure out how to do it, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm just going to use a bit of air dry clay and make him a little hat. Oh. I've never made a figure this small before. What do you think? Bear with me, I know, I'll get better the more practice I get. But they don't have to be perfect. Straighten his hat up a little bit. That's it, all the way round. And maybe he needs some boots. That's it. Do you know what he does need? He needs a beard. Because he's a gnome. Have you ever seen a gnome without a beard? I don't think I have. Let's make him a beard. Oh, fun, fun, fun. That's it. So this is a female air dry clay. Basically any excuse to get the clay out and get my hands dirty, eh? So I'm concentrating. I'll take that little bit down there. Move it around a little bit. Dip in water. That's it. Are we happy with that? Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with that. Take that little bit off his nose. Give his face a quick clean while I'm there. What do you think? Not bad for a first attempt. Not bad. Smooth that bit of boot down. Define that little bit there. and go. What do you think? Yeah, love it. Right, I best crack on with the rest. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.